Hey y'all, look who's back. Well, I was watching that video from last night and I just think I can do it better. When you put up videos that aren't really, that great and it's such a great device, I think it takes away from it. So I was going to try to make the ultimate video with all the features that the Note offers, at least to me. I mean, nowhere's near all the features it offers, but the ones I use, and also all the apps that I have running on it. So I'm going to try to also keep my damn hands out of the video because, I talk with my hands and I'm always doing this and it's so annoying. And also I'm going to try to not have my big claw finger because it looks here like I have lobster claw, but I really have a full hand, see? And I'm going to try to use the S Pen some of the time. So your guess is as good as mine how this is going to come out, but I'm surely going to try. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. So any of y'all that have watched all my videos and, there's nothing new to see here, believe me. But this is just in the hopes that it's all in one place. So, if you need to share it and say, oh, look at that cool app or whatever, you can come here to this one video. And I'm going to start with the proximity sensor and how I turn the phone on and off. Because every time I try it, it doesn't work. But I'm going to show you that it can work every time if you're not me. So it's more pilot error, like all the times I've tried to show you that app. It works every time, but you just can't be me. Okay, and one more time. Vibration. Okay, so I'm going to start with my multi-picture live wallpaper, and that is so awesome because I get so many compliments on that. I mean, it's just like, I can't believe so few people know about this app. Okay, so you can set it up where you can have wallpapers that change. You just double tap and they change. Or you can have up to 7 screens, I think, or maybe 9. And like, I keep this one permanent. It doesn't change. And this one doesn't change. This is my phone's lobby. And let me just say, while I'm at this point, let's get rid of that. You see these little white balls? Those are my touches. And if you go into developer options, and all you have to do to get to there is just go into settings, and anywhere in settings that you see that little magnifying glass, you can search for anything. I don't know. You just can't put a value on it because you don't spend any time searching for options. And while I'm in this screen, you see this little overlay. It's a little X. And what it's saying is that my screen is able to be used. But this is an app called Argus Touch Blocker, and this little overlay costs, I think, $1. But if you get just the regular app, you'll see in your in here it says Argus Touch Blocker, and if you enable touch blocking, it'll say screen lock. And then if you want to unlock the screen, you just triple tap real quick, 1, 2, 3, and now it's unlocked. You know what it is? It's so small. Let's try using it with the S Pen. It's so small because of the high resolution that I'm not able to touch it every time. So let's see if I can touch it exactly. There you go. So if you touch it exactly on the spot, it'll lock the screen and unlock the screen. But quite frankly, I think it's just as good to be able to triple tap and unlock the screen. And there you go. So that's that. In fact, I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to go into my app. Oops, I have to go home. I'm going to go into the app. Oh, goodness. Come on. And I'm going to disable that. Argus Touch Blocker. I'm going to uncheck the screen overlay. Overlay. There we go. Okay. So that's gone now. Because it's so small that you wind up, doing whatever's around it. Okay. And this, I also wanted to share, is my Android photo widget. And I pay for that one too. Because it offers more options, but even by itself, it does a lot. And so, first of all, is my screen locked? I don't think so. Let's see. In ADWX, you can lock the desktop, and if you do that, then when you hold down things, they won't move around on you. So I really like that. But we're going to unlock it for now. Okay. And go home. That's my virtual home button. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks when you have more than one wallpaper. So this is static. It never changes. But if you want to change it, just go into settings. Whoops. That's not what you want to do. You want to pick specify folder, and then you want SD card, and then pictures. and vertical wallpapers. We'll pick that folder and then say, okay, I don't want to see them loading. And I say, okay. And then when you go here, you can just change them, or they'll change by themselves. It just depends. But I think that's pretty neat, huh? Here's my circle launcher. That's if I want to get to an app pretty quick. I have, I think ADWX is the best launcher they've ever made. But I have these static icons on the bottom. But also, if say, you know, I'm in the middle of something and I want to get to an icon quick, of course you can go to the app drawer. But I have it set up where I just hit my home button, that's my virtual home button, and I go one screen over. And then I have all my frequently used apps. So that works really good for me. And while I'm at it, you know, Samsung used to be able to let you just touch up here and you can go right to left and it would make the brightness go up or down. And it doesn't do that anymore. And so what really annoys me is sometimes I'll be indoors, and when I'm indoors, I'll have the volume really low. And on Samsung's, look at that. It's practically black. You can't even see it, but it's there. I really like that. However, if you have it on like that and you go outside and you forget to turn it up, you're completely lost. Like, what are you supposed to do? So I have a solution for that. You hit the home button and then tap the screen one time. And did you see that? That's really a nifty trick that I designed. And what it is I use the Switch Pro widget, which is right here. Okay. And I make it where it only has one thing on it. And I make it with ADW Launcher. You can make it be the whole screen. And that way I can be, you know, like in the dark and just make it come to light. So that's a pretty neat trick, huh? Okay. So I'm going to stop the video here for 1 second because I want to see something. Okay. So moving right along. Got that. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the things I have in my notifications. I have my volume in my notifications. And that I really love because the Tab S has it, and I just missed it so much. I hate futzing with the physical buttons. So you can just move everything up or down there. I have my recent apps, and even though you can just hit the task launcher, I like this because you can get there so much quicker, and you don't have to flip through cards and things like that. Okay. Oh, also when I'm in my here, I can hit my home button and it'll bring me home. Like, for instance, let me do that again. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Go home. It'll bring me to my home screen. So that's pretty neat. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of the other apps I have. So you know I have ADW. I'm not going to go through all of them, just some of the better ones. So far, I think I might have touched on most of them. My floating browser. That is an awesome app because even though Samsung gives you a floating browser on board these days, it doesn't do what this does. Watch. You can be playing a video, okay, and you can slide it out of the way. Oops. You can reduce it. Still keeps playing. You can get it back by just going here in the notifications. And here's the best part. You can show your screen and it still plays. Right? Oh goodness. Okay. So how cool is that? And also I have the paid one. So if in the paid one you can see your history. I think it's like $1.50. Okay, so let's go back to the app drawer and see some other things that I got. I don't have too many apps on here, do I? You'd be amazed how much I love this phone. I hardly got anything running on it. Oh yeah, Paper Artist. That is such an awesome, awesome thing. You just go and you get a photo from your gallery or wherever. Okay, let's take this one. And you can just change all the filters on it. They're really neat. Some of them are so cool. That's like my favorite, cashmere. But you can have a lot of color in it for that one. And it has like linen. It has oil painting, crinkle paper. It's pretty cool. But let's get out of that. And I'll use my virtual home button. And let's see what else. Go back. Okay, so, hey, let's do a speed test. Because last night I only got 2 megabytes per second, which amazed me because I get such great reset, you know, I don't even know what it is half the time. I rarely ever do speed tests, but no thanks. Why is that showing me that? Okay, so we're going to restart the test. I think I'm going to get about 8 megabytes per second. Nope. It's just hanging out there at around 2 to 3, but maybe that's what it always is. Because, you know, T-Mobile, you don't get top priority because I'm a Metro PCS customer. And by the way, somebody had asked me why I only have 2 lines, but and what about my husband? But his work pays for his line. So I just have to pay $110 a month, and I don't have any complaints whatsoever about Metro PCS. I think I was saying yesterday that I call them, you know, right now because I'm so in love with the way that I have my phone set up. I don't have to switch anything out or move SIM cards around. But when I used to call Metro PCS like once a day or twice a day, and I would just, you know, after the voice prompt, I'd be like, I need help with something else. And I would say it like twice, and then all of a sudden somebody would come on the line, and they were so friendly, and they were so helpful. I just cannot say enough great things about Metro PCS. You can even get a hotspot. Okay, let's go back. Forget the speed test. Evidently, that's not. And then I also have wireless signal if I'm, you know, wanting to see. It's network, what is it called? Here. Network signal info. And that just, you know, that's the paid version too. I always get the paid version because, like, I hate for something to give me that thing that says, this is only available in the paid version. So I'm like, oh yeah, well, bye. But I think that's pretty much covering most of the things that my Note can do. I didn't get into the camera or any of those features because, you know, you can watch real professional videos for that. But you can't watch professional videos to see some of the little goodies that I have on my phone. And that's what I'm here for. So I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions about anything, I'll be more than happy to answer because, you know, I got no life. My life is my phone. And I just love the Note 4. It is I don't want to say the bomb because that's so outdated. But it is just... it's my dream phone. I love it so much. And, oh, by the way, I did want to mention the battery because somebody had said to me, you know, how do you get such a good battery? It doesn't make any sense because yesterday I had showed that my phone was off the charger for like 7 hours. I still had like 94%, and I use it. Of course, I'm at work, so I don't use it as much, but, you know, it's in standby. It's got the the data signal on, the Bluetooth is on, and Bluetooth doesn't use any, you know, real battery these days because they have it where it, you know, just such a low frequency or something. It doesn't even affect your battery life like in the old days. But, excuse me. So I have all my stuff on. I keep it, you know, on all day long. I'm always turning it on. I send texts. I make a couple of calls. I use it. And don't forget, this is the T-Mobile version, so they've already sent an update for battery life improvement and performance. But like right now, I have 53%, and we need to look at the beginning of the video and see what it was on when I started, because I think this is about 15 or 20 minute long video. And I'll bet it hasn't even used 1 or 2% because it's just that good. But, and battery? There's what I want. I don't know why we didn't get there. But okay, so it says 1 day, 2 hours and 2 minutes on. I'm at 53%. And like I said, we'll go to screen again. And it says 4 hours and 21 minutes. So I just wasted 2 minutes of your life trying to find like where we are. But anyway, so that's it for now. I mean, I just wanted to share all the things about this phone that is so lovely. Go back. And I hope that, you know, y'all get one because it's the best Note they've ever made. And honestly, I don't think you could ask for more from a phone. So, if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. And thanks for watching, y'all. If you've watched this far, this long, thus far, whatever. Okay, take care. Bye.